वदन्नाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधे तं माम चरणन्ति। First of all, my hearty obeisances in the lotus feet of my Paramaradha Guru Padma Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Sutta Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami, and same in the lotus feet of my Shiksha Guru Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Sutta Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. My dear all sannyasis, brahmacharis, and all सज्जन, आज हम लोग सप्ताह व्यापी Today we are 1 week Srimad Bhagavad we are going to present you. Try to listen very carefully. And after that you should preach everywhere this mission. This is the mission of our Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, our Guru Parampara. Once upon a time, in ancient time, after disappearance of Krishna pastime, in Namisharanya, there were gathered 88,000 of Rishi Maharshis there. And they were discussing about that. Oh, now Krishna has disappeared. And Kali has come. Kali means to quarrel. Without any to quarrel. And also Kali is coming. Then let it give up their chastities. And same way, men also will give up their good behavior to their wives. So, there will be so many things. Then what to do? And in the meantime, Sut Goswami, the disciple of Sukadeva Goswami, by chance, by the mercy of Krishna, he came there. The merchants became very happy. And they began to ask him, Prabhu, Kali is coming. We are seeing what will be happen. So we are hearing what to do. You have heard all Ved, Upanishad, Puran, even Bhagavat from your Gurudev, Srila Sukadeva Goswami. So we are asking you that Prayena alpa vapusa ayusa sabya kalasmin yuge manda sumanta matayo manda bhagya hariyu padrita. In Kali Yuga, the age of the persons will be very, very short. In Satyayuga, 1 lakh years ayu. In Treta also more than lakh. And in Dwapar it came down and not 1,000. And Kali Oh, 100 years. And in the Manda, there will be unfortunate. So Manda Matayo, they will be engaged in sense gratification. They will forget Krishna. If any powerful incarnation of Krishna will come, then situation will be somewhat changed. Otherwise, no remedy. Manda Bhagya, what they are doing for good, it becomes bad. And what they are doing, so many problems coming. So, you should tell us the essence of all what you have heard from your Gurudev. That how Atma will be Suprasanna. Ata sadho ata yatsaram samudhritya bruhina saddhanaste je jena atma samprasita. He could not ask that how I can be happy. Because we see that we are entangled in this body, that I am this body. And these are mine. My wealth is mine, my house is my wife, children, husband are mine. So they have no time, they have no opportunity to know these things, that how Atma will be happy forever, eternal happiness will come. Hearing this, Sutta Goswami became very, very happy. He remembered his Gurudev and then began to pray his Gurudev in the beginning, like we. In the beginning, we pray to Gurudev. So he began to pray. Yang praprajantam anupeta mektitam Dvaipayano virahakatar ajuhao putre tanmayatayatare obdredu tam sarvabhuta hridayam. That praprajantam anupetam apetatitam, he took birth, Sukadeva Goswami, and at once he left his house, his father, mother, everything, and naked he ran away forest. And then Srila Vyasadeva calling, my putra, my son, my dear son, where you are going? And he was following. But Sukadeva Goswami did not told anything. In return, the trees by echo sound. Oh, who is son, who is father, who is mother? Nothing. Only Krishna is father, mother, brother, and everything. This father, mother, oh, only for as your life is here. They may be in past lives, they will have it father, and son will be father, and father will son. No guarantee of this. And then he answered the question of Rishis and Maharshis. Savai punsam paro dharmo jato bhakti radhokkhaye ahetukya abhyavarita ja bhakti purushottame. He began to tell Krishna is adhokkha purush. So, serving Krishna without any worldly gain, always engaged his all senses and mood in Krishna's lotus feet. to only please Him, continuous as a flow of honey. This is but no worldly desire at all, and he should not be covered with gyan and curd. By the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Rupa Goswami had done a paribhasa, definition, a slope of, and that is Anna Vilasita Sunyam, Gyan Karmadhyana Pratam, Anukullen Krishnanusilanam, Bhakti Ruttama. You can explain.
Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Vikasanduryevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams, my respectful obeisances, unto the lotus feet of my beloved Diksha Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad Ashto Tarasata Shri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Secondly, I'm offering my equal Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali to the lotus feet of my beloved Siksha Gurudevs, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Padastu Tarasata Shri Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Om Vishnu Pad Ashto Tarasata Shri Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, our beloved Srila Gurudev and my sannyas guru. Then I'm offering my Dandavat Pranams to all of my Rupanuga Guru Parampara and also to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, headed by the Tridandi Sannyasigan and all the senior disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Also, my respects to all the guests who have come to this very auspicious Harikatha festival, in which we have the honor to be in the presence of an exalted, pure devotee of Krishna, who is speaking the Srimad Bhagavatam, the message of Srila Vyasadeva all throughout the world, and has now come to Houston to grace us with his divine presence. So in this festival, Srila Gurudev, as he has done in many, many festivals, he has chosen the topic of this glorious, topmost, cream, essence of all transcendental knowledge of the Vedas, the king of all shastras, of scriptures, that is called Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Gurudev has now set the scene by narrating to us the first chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, in which the great sages, thousands of sages, have gathered together in the forest of Naimisharanya, because they saw that the coming age of Kali Yuga, in which the human being's duration of life is shortened, and there are so many difficulties and so many shortcomings and drawbacks, which make it very difficult for them to advance toward the ultimate goal of life and to find true happiness. So therefore those sages, thousands of years ago, they wanted to make an auspicious sacrifice so that the coming evil qualities of the age of Kali would be reduced. And in that assembly, a great personality named Sutta Goswami was elected by all the sages to narrate this great literature, this great scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam. He had heard it from the lips of his guru, of his spiritual master, Sri Shukadev Goswami. And the sages began to question, in order to request Sutta Goswami to narrate this great literature, they began to question him on many different topics. And the chief question that they asked was, how can a human being in this world fully become completely happy and satisfied? Ye Atma samprasidati. Here the word Atma means the transcendental self, the soul. Because everyone in this world is actually an eternal, transcendental, spiritual part and parcel of the Supreme Absolute Truth, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. But we have forgotten that connection since time immemorial, and we are undergoing repeated birth and death within this material world and suffering endlessly. So, how we can achieve, how can we attain our actual benefit of our eternal soul? That is the subject matter that the sages have asked Sutta Goswami, who is the topmost authority on these subjects. So Sutta Goswami, he first of all answered the sages. He gave immediately, he came directly to the point. And he told them this verse that Srila Gurudev just quoted, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhaktir Adhokshaje Ahoituki Apratihata Ye Atma Suprasidati. Here, Srila Sutta Goswami has said that the highest dharma, paradharma, the supreme duty of every human being, of every living being, is to perform pure bhakti, pure devotion to Adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead, who is situated far, far beyond this universe in His transcendental eternal abode, and He is beyond the range of our mundane senses, mind, and intelligence. So therefore He is called Adhokshaja. So that divine personality of Godhead, He is the Supreme Absolute Truth, and by rendering eternal devotional service, that is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means the energy of the soul in devotion to God. So by performing that type of devotion, which has to have two qualities. First quality is ahoituki. It must be unmotivated with any material desires, material motivations, but only for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. And it must be apratihata, that means uninterrupted. It must be going on constantly, 24 hours daily, like a flowing of a stream of honey. And only this kind of pure devotion, ye atma suprasidati, it will fully satisfy our eternal soul. But in this context also, the word atma also refers to param atma, which means the supreme soul, the supreme absolute truth, Sri Krishna. When He is satisfied, then the whole world becomes satisfied. Just like if one pours water on the roots of a tree, automatically that water is distributed to all the leaves of the tree, all the branches of the tree. So in the same way, when one renders pure bhakti to the Absolute Truth Personality of Godhead, then everyone in the universe becomes satisfied. So in order to understand the true nature of this bhakti, our Rupanuga Guru Vargas, beginning with Srila Rupa Goswami, he has composed one shloka, one verse, which clearly defines from every angle, what is this bhakti? Because if we want to attain this ultimate result, we have to be sure that we understand what is the process. So therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami has very clearly defined bhakti in one verse, which in every single festival gathering that Srila Gurudev has throughout the world, he always refers to this verse. Anya bilashita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anakulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktir uttama. So here Srila Rupa Goswami has very beautifully put forward the main qualities of the transcendental process of bhakti and also the secondary qualities. So the main quality is anukulyena Krishna anushilanam. Anukul means favorable. So anukulyena Krishna anushilanam means that one is performing with his body, his mind, his senses, his words, and all of his emotions as well. He is performing constant activity. Anushilanam means under the guidance of spiritual masters who are pure devotees. So under their guidance, he is performing the process of bhakti, and that bhakti is unmotivated. It is anukul. It is favorable, meaning that it is meant to give happiness to Krishna. It is meant to be for the benefit of Krishna. Now, in order to understand this bhakti, one also has to understand what is not bhakti and what will hamper bhakti. So therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami has explained that bhakti must be anyabilashita shunyam. That means it must be devoid of other desires, anya abilas. So any other desire besides the desire to give happiness to Krishna, to please Krishna, that is in the category of non-bhakti. So, and Srila Rupa Goswami also specified here that jnana karmadi anavritam. Anavritam means it is not covered by. What is bhakti not covered by? It is not covered by the desire for material enjoyment. That means karma. The desire even for liberation, impersonal liberation from this material existence, only ending the process of birth and death, that is called jnana. And even other subsidiary activities like yoga, desiring to obtain mystical powers so that one can subtly control material nature and so forth. So these are all activities which will cover bhakti. Therefore Rupa Goswami said that pure bhakti, which is called uttama bhakti, is untinged and uncovered by any of these other motives and any of these other qualities. Now, he has also used one particular word in the first line. He says, anya abilashita shunyam. So here, abilashita, there is the word in Sanskrit which is giving a specific meaning. When Srila Rupa Goswami says that bhakti is devoid of other desires, then does it mean that one is desireless? Does it mean that one cannot have any activities or any desires within the realm of karma, jnana, yoga, etc.? No. Here, Srila Rupa Goswami has used this specific wording to indicate that a devotee will, in ordinary circumstances, in everyday life, he will have no other motivations or desires. He will never call upon Krishna to fulfill any kind of material aspiration. However, in some emergency situation, when a devotee's life may be threatened, at that time, the devotee spontaneously, because it is his natural condition to be subordinate to Krishna, therefore he will spontaneously cry out, "Oh Krishna, save me!" And we see examples of this in the Shastras, such as Srimati Draupadi Devi. When she was being disrobed, she called out for Krishna to save her. So in this way, very specific wording is used by Rupa Goswami so that one can understand the true definition of bhakti. And also, when the word anukul is used, we have to understand the true meaning of anukul. And a couple of examples are given, because anukul means favorable for Krishna, favorable for Krishna's well-being, for his happiness. But we see that in the arena of King Kamsa, when Sri Krishna came there with Baladev Prabhu, and they wrestled in the arena with the very powerful wrestlers, Chanur and Mushtika, at that time, Sri Krishna was being pounded by the fists of these wrestlers. And actually, because Krishna was tasting ras, he was actually in the mood of chivalry, and he was enjoying the fight, the wrestling match. So, can it be said that the wrestlers were making Krishna happy, therefore they were doing bhakti? No, they were not doing bhakti. Why? Because it was not their objective to benefit Krishna. They wanted to kill Krishna. So therefore they're disqualified from this category of bhakti, even though Krishna was getting happiness from their activity. Now on the contrary, when Mother Yashoda, who is the topmost example of Vatsalya praying, the mood of love and affection of a mother, when she was preparing milk for Sri Krishna, so that she could make very nice milk sweets for his benefit, for his happiness, then Sri Krishna came to her and tugged on her sari and wanted to drink her breast milk when he was a very little baby. So now Mother Yashoda kept the milk there boiling on the stove, and then she took Krishna on her lap, and Krishna began to suck her breast. And now she became very, very happy, absorbed in loving mellows of exchange with her dear beloved little son Krishna. And at that time, the milk on the stove began to see that it will not have opportunity to serve Krishna, because Mother Yashoda's milk is infinite, unlimited. Krishna's desire to drink is also unlimited. Therefore, the milk decided, I will commit suicide. I'll have no chance to serve Krishna. Now the milk jumped out into the fire. When Mother Yashoda saw this, immediately she put Krishna aside, and she jumped up and ran to the fire to save the milk from boiling over. And what happened to Krishna? Krishna became upset. He was not happy. Mother Yashoda put me down. So now Krishna became angry. And then the other story that I'm sure that we'll hear in this festival, when Krishna went and did some mischief in the stealing yogurt and so forth. But Mother Yashoda, what was her intention? Even though Krishna was not made happy by that activity, but actually she was doing the highest bhakti. Why? Because that milk was for the benefit of Krishna. And it was devotion, it was pure bhakti to serve Krishna with that milk. So this example is given by our acharyas, so that we may clearly understand what is actual bhakti. And therefore Srila Gurudev is reminding us in every festival that the purpose of the Srimad Bhagavatam is to engage all living beings in the eternal service of pure Uttama Bhakti to the lotus feet of Bhagavan, and that will lead everyone to the perfection of life. So in this way, the Srimad Bhagavatam begins by telling us what is the process by which we can attain the highest perfection. Hare Krishna.
Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janate Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Chajjaya. If anyone is following this Anna Vilasita Sundram Jnana Karma Anapratam Anukulena Krishna Anusiganam, and Bhakti Yoga Prayojita, that kind of Uttama Bhakti is performed, then very soon, in no time, Vairagya and Jnana will come. Vairagya means detachment from worldly desires. Surely it is bound to come. And all kinds of tattva jnana, Krishna tattva, Jiva tattva, Maya tattva, Prema tattva, Radha tattva, all kinds of tattva surely he will be better. We see that Gaur Kishore Das Bari Maharaj, he was blind. He could not sign his name even. But how high class of knowing all Srimad Bhagavatam, essence of Srimad Bhagavat, it was all in her. A very prominent Goswami of Nodi was giving class on Bhagavatam. And Babaji was passing through that lane. Babaji, what you are explaining? You are quite wrong. And then he explained this law. Vadanti tattva vidas tattvam jat jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan. And all people said, oh, he does not know anything and he can explain. So, all kinds of jnana, tattva jnana is bound to come. And detachment from worldly desires must go. As Parikshit Maharaj heard, and what became? Renounced. So I think that it is better not to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Because you will have to give up your world, your father, mother, wife, husband, and everything. That is you must hear. These father, mother, son and daughters are mortal. After death, you cannot take them with you. So, Vairagya, or you know, Raghunath Das Goswami, Vairagya. Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj also. He never took any good, delicious things. If his mind wanted to take some delicious food, then he used to collect neem patta. Neem. And he used to take. In this way, he became blind. He used to take the mud of Jamuna and Radha Kunda, not taking anywhere. And Radhe, 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 Radhe. Kotha go, tumi prem mayi Radhe, like that. So, Gyan and Vairagya must come. But how come I see that Gyan Vairagya is not coming in you? Then why, what is the reason? There is something whole, loophole. And that's why, oh, I am this body, these are minds. Until it will not go by the grace of a special mercy of Gurudev, oh, Gyan Vairagya will not come. So try to do everything in this world, your duty, only. Don't be detached, don't be attached to your father, mother, wife, husband. For duty you should maintain everything. Like our Goswamis had done. Vasudeva, dharma sunaschital punsa, pusak sein kadhaduja, no padet jadirathing, sramayeyohi. You are chanting Hari name. You are doing arshan. You are performing all the other lengths of bhaktis. But you have no taste in hearing Hari Katha from high class of Vaishnava. Then what it is? It will nothing. It will come in zero. So, first Sravanam, then Kirtanam, then Smaranam, then all songs. And especially in Kali Yuga, If you are doing Shravan, Kirtana, Vishnu Shravan, Nam chanting is essential. Keeping this okay, you should do Shravan. What Shravan? About the name, glory of name, his root, form, transcendental form, qualities, his sweet pastimes. Satang prasangamo avidya samvito bhavante rit karana rasayana gata tajyo sanata asu apavarg vatmani saddha rati bhakti. From high class of sadhu Vaishnava, if you will hear Harikatha, sthane sthita, whether you are Grihastha life or any life, where you are being there or where you are situated, or in Vrindavan with sadhus, especially, then keep विद्य शब्दो भवंतरित कर्ण रसायना कथा तज्जो सनात आसु अपवर्गव श्रद्धा रति भक्ति. Then gradually sadhan bhakti, bhav bhakti and prem bhakti will come. This is only the process. And the root of bhakti is sadhu sangha. So give the importance of sadhu sangha. Srinvatam Sakatha Purna Shramana Kirtana Hridyantasto Japatrani Vidune Suhiswara. That's my Srinvatam Sakatha and all the slokas after. Ajnanatiraamdhasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chashurnamilitam jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Phalam Sukha Mukhadam Mritadravasam Jutam Pivata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhu Rahu Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Muhu Rahu Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. First of all, I offer my thousands obeisances to the feet of Srila Om Vishnupada Ashtuta Sadasya Srimad Bhaktivedanta Sri Narayana Goswami Maharaj and Om Vishnupada Ashtuta Sadasya Srimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj. Also, I offer my thousands obeisances to the feet of Srila Swami Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All I offer my obeisances, all sannyasis. Also, please give I offer obeisances, all Vaishnava and Vaishnavi mothers and sisters. Please give me mercy, so I am not able to speak in English, but I am trying to give order. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasdev told, call to everyone, oh my dear Rasik devotee, oh Bhavu, anyone please come, please take, please listen Srimad Bhagavatam. This Srimad Bhagavatam already came from Golok Vrindavan.
beginning of creation, like Brahma went pray to Sri Krishna. That time Sri Krishna spoke this Bhagavatam, gave knowledge to him. In this way, this Bhagavatam came from Guru Vrindavan. Then Brahma got this. Brahma gave to Narad Rishi to Vyasdev, Vyasdev to Sukadeva Goswami, also Sukadeva Goswami. In this way, Srimad Bhagavat came from Guru Vrindavan in this world. So, liberated soul, Sri Sukadeva Goswami, who is very dearest and nearest is Radhika's parent. So he appeared, he is sons of Vyasdev. So Sukadeva Goswami. So then Sukadeva Goswami tasted Srimad Bhagavatam, then he spoke in Parikshit assembly. Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam. This Srimad Bhagavatam is fruit of Vedas, all holy books. So there are, see, Srimad Krishna Daipan Veda Vyas told, Pivata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam. Oh my dear friend, please drink this Srimad Bhagavad Ras. This is your nectar, your ras. Then everyone will be happy. In this way, he called everyone. So Gurudev gave order now. Srinatam Sakatham Krishna Punna Sravana Kirtanam Hridyantasto Jhavadrani Vidhuroti Sruhit Satam. Supreme Lord Sri Krishna always prayed of devotee and always gave him love and affections to devotee. And he is friend of all devotees. Sruhit Satam. Friend coming in hearts. But he never taken or anyone give him asana, then I am sitting. I will sit. Never wait. Already he took chair, then sit there. If have dust, already he clean. So no time. Because devotee always observe mood. He is praying me. But he heart, mind, everything impure. So many on earth, very dirty. How can see? But Sri Krishna came in devotee's heart, then he cleaned their heart. Srinatam Sakatam Krishna. When devotees they are hearing Sri Krishna's katha, that time also coming. Sri Krishna when? How can come? By ear way. He is coming by ear way. We came this way to here, in this hall. Also Supreme Lord Sri Krishna come in devotee's heart, which way? By ear way. He is coming when devotees they are hearing Srimad Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha, Bhakti Katha. At that time Sri Krishna coming in our heart. Pravishta Karana Randreina Swanam Bhavaswarupam. Who those devotees who had affections mood, affections to Sri Krishna. Oh, Sri Krishna is mine. He is my son. He is my beloved. He is my friend. In this way, who had affectionate mood, Sri Krishna coming here. Also, Sri Krishna told, so everyone following me. So I am giving their result. What is their desire? So I fulfill their desire. So I promise. Jayathamam prapadante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. Who worship me, so I worship him. What is his desire, so I fulfill their desires. So in this way, Sri Krishna gave all things. But they have material desires. Oh God, give me land, house, gold, money, children, wife, husband. So in this way. Everything material things. So Sri Krishna gave, but he is not satisfied. Pure devotee, they never want anything else. They want only one Sri Krishna. In this way, pure mood, pure heart. They have relation mood. Swanam bhavaswararuham. In their heart is like lotus. But when lotus will be closed, that time cannot sit. Bumblebee cannot sit, cannot come there. Lotus is opening, is necessary. So when by Gurudev mercy, our heart, like lotus, opening, at that time Sri Krishna coming there and sitting. And also tasting their lotus honey. So there are Pravishta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhavasararuham Dhunoti Samalam Krishna Salilasya Jathasara. And he is cleaning, washing all heart, mind, everything. Also, then everything pure. Also, when we came in this world, when we took birth, and we have material associations, attachment. In this way, always we are dirty, but our heart, mind dirty like rainwater. Rainwater is pure, but when falling on the ground, at that time dirty, cannot drain. After that, in the autumn season, already this water pure become pure. So devotees, when they are hearing Sri Krishna's Gatha, at that time automatically their heart will be pure like autumn season water. Autumn water. So Sri Krishna told, Srinatam Sakatham Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, we think, oh, we hear this Gatha so many times of this book. And always we hear this Gatha, I can listen more and more. But Sri Krishna told, devotees, they never listen. Who will listen? When devotees, they are prayer mood, every day they are praying me and hearing, chanting, singing, that time also Sri Krishna listens. What is their mood? How they are praying? Srinatam Sakatham Krishna. When Surga swung this kirtan, that time Sri Krishna also came there and he is hearing what is singing. Very beautiful song. That time he was very happy. Also devotees were hearing or chanting, singing Sri Krishna's kirtan. That time Sri Krishna come here. Srinatam Sakatham Krishna, devotees, they are hearing my kirtan.
Don't explain so much.
So, in this way, Sri Krishna told, I become happy. Also, I say it in devotee's heart. Nashta prayesu avadresu nitam bhagavata sevaya. Bhagavati uttama sloke bhakti bhavati nashtiki. Nashta prayesu avadresu. When avadra, amangal, unauspicious things, all unearthed, false ego, ignorance, everything when have finished, at that time, so bhakti bhagavati nashtiki, then pure bhakti, nishtha bhakti, peace mood, then tolerant mind, always Sri Krishna had attachment, absorbed with this bhakti will come. So in this way, तदा रजस्तमो भाव काम लोभादयस्य जे चेत एतैरणाविद्धं चित्तं सति प्रसिद्धति. We are following bhakti, but we have so many material desires. Sometimes lust, anger, greed, illusion, false ego, ignorance, so many kinds. Then sometimes too much fire, too much angry. If chanting Harinam, but no Harinam, no satisfied, no happy. Because Rajagun and Tamagun, passion mood, darkness mood. Always we have lust, anger, greed, illusion, so always catching us. Always disturbance mind, very trouble. But how can you? Following pure bhakti, chanting name and following and serving to Guru. In this way, heart, mind, everything will be pure. When will be sattvic mood, then peaceful mind. Also that time chanting, singing, everything will be okay. So by the passion mood, when we are drinking and delicious food, rich food, then passion mood, ignorance mood coming. In this way, then lust, anger, greed, illusion coming. We cannot control them. Also, everyone's heart, mind, everything. They are lost, anger, greed, illusion, everything we have. But how can we control them? They are necessary, we must follow Sattvic Guru, Sattvic Prasadam. After that, mind, heart, knowledge, everything will be pure. In this way, pure mood, then following this bhakti, then Atma soul will be happy. Evam prasanna manasu bhagavad bhakti yogat. Happy mind, following this bhakti, then no any anger mood, no other mood, no passion mood, no darkness mood. Prasanna manasu bhagavad bhakti yogat. Following this bhakti, bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangat sajayati. At that time all experience will come. Also, Lord Kapil Dev told to Mata Devhuti, Mate, when devotee is following pure bhakti, and that kind pure heart, pure mood, sometimes I am giving him darshan. Tair darshaniya avayavai udaraha se chitavamo suktai. So tair darshaniya avayavai, sometimes very sweet smell. Or sometimes giving darshan by drink. Sometimes in bhajan sadhan, when chanting, following bhakti, in bhajan sadhan time, then visions come, spurti. Sometimes appeared there, indirectly came and gone. Then what happening? What is the matter? In this way, Sri Krishna stealing devotee's mind, devotee's heart. At that time, they offer him himself to Sri Krishna. Oh, Sri Krishna, please accept me. I don't want material things. Only he has this ecstasy mood. In this way, devotees, they become pure. Then Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam, this experience, Anubhav coming. In this way, they become very happy.
Vidyate Granthi.
Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, Chindante Sarva Samsaya, Chiyante Chasya Karmani, Drishta Evat Mani Ishwari, Vidyate Hridaya Granthi. So we have so many lives. We are coming. We have blindness. We have ignorance. All doubt, everything will be finished. No doubt, clear mind, clear heart, light, clear sky, no cloud. In our heart will be pure. And Krishna Katha Ruchi, always tasting mood. Krishna Katha, hearing Krishna Katha, always engaged. In this way, pure mood, pure heart. That kind of bhav mood coming. Vidyate Hridaya Granthi, Chindante Sarva Samsaya. At that time, no any question, so everything will be clear, clear mind, clear heart, pure heart, no doubt. So, Chiyante Chasya Karmani, then all karma, previous life, prarabdha, aprarabdha, papi, avidya, also all effects, everything will be clear, finished. That time, nothing. Chiyante Chasya Karmani, Drishta Eva Mani Ishwari. Ishwari, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna manifesting His beautiful form in their heart. In sadhak devotee, they are feeling, they are looking. Sri Krishna's very beautiful form and sweetness, lila, everything manifesting in devotee's heart. In this way, devotees, they are very close to Sri Krishna.
In this way, these shlokas are root, are essence of all Srimad Bhagavatam. And others, chapters and skandas are only this explanation of these shlokas. So, those who are intelligent, they must do bhakti yoga. They follow. Those who are unfortunate, they cannot. So, those who are so intelligent, paramaya buddha and jatma prasidati. This is only the process by how our soul can behave. Because we are part and parcel of Supreme Lord Krishna. So a relation will come, as it has been told in Srimad Bhagavatam, Dasya, Sakha, Vasalya, Madhu. Especially Madhu, by hearing the sweet parts come with Krishna with gopis, Ras and other things. So he must be happy. Otherwise anyone cannot be happy. In explanation, Srila Vyasdev is telling. But Sukadeva Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj, and Sut Goswami to Vaishampayan and so many rishis. And he is telling Vyasa is the incarnation of Krishna, or Saptavesh avatar. For the benefit of all conditioned souls, he wrote the essence of all the Vedic literature, Ved, Upanishad, Tapani and everything. And it is called Brahma Sutra. After to explain in easy language, he wrote 56 kind of, 54 kind of, 18, 18, 18. The the 54 kinds of Puran, even Mahabharata, and in Bharat Gita, he wrote everything, but he was not happy. He was thinking, why I am not satisfied? My soul is not satisfied. What wrong I have done? But he could not discover. In the meantime, though he was incarnation of Krishna Saptavesh avatar, but Narada is his guru. He came and then Vyasdev washed his feet, did pranam, and then Narada sat there. Then Narada told, you have done so many, written so many Upanishads, essence of Upanishad, Mahabharata, Gita, Puran. But why you are not happy? Gurudev, I don't know. You are Vaidya, doctor, you can confess. Then what? Today we are giving the rest of Harikatha. Tomorrow morning we had as announced 7:30 our temple Bhitti Patan will be given. So I request you all to be there. And after that, tomorrow we will discuss after this and Bhat Maharaj Charitra and Prahlad Maharaj. You should all be ready.
Hare Krishna. So we all were so deeply absorbed in this nectarian Harikatha from Srimad Bhagavatam. And to have a place where we can hear Harikatha constantly, we go to a temple. And by the mercy of Sri Gurudev and all the devotees, finally we have been able to acquire a piece of land in Houston. And tomorrow we are going to be having the Bhumi Puja, the worship of the land, before we start construction of the temple. So this is certainly a milestone for our Sangha in North America, as this is going to be the first temple which will be constructed from scratch upwards, straight from the land. And Gurudev's desire is to construct this is just like our beautiful temple at Govardhan. So hopefully by his blessings we will be able to fulfill his desire. So tomorrow is a very auspicious day. We'll be having this Bhumi Puja. So everyone is requested to be there. Shripad Bhaktivedanta Tirth Maharaj will be performing the Yajna, which will start at 7:30. The directions, if you need the directions, we will be sitting at the tables outside and you can get the directions. But briefly, when you go on to Highway 6, go north. So when you go out from here, you make a right, go north on Highway 6. And when you cross I-10, you have to stay on Highway 6 only. After about 10 miles, less than 10 miles. No, from here. 10 miles, about 10 miles.